Haring Around is a dice chucking racing game for 2 players. To play it, you're going to need all of the cubes that come in the set, actually all but 2, and 2 dice. And the main set of cubes that you have, so the one player controls the red cube and the 7 green cubes here. These are their hairs, this is their turtle. For the other player, this is their turtle, the yellow cube, and the 7 blue cubes represent their hairs. The goal of the game is to get your turtle to the opposite corner where your opponent's lettuce is, and then after that, land all of your hairs on that same space to get them out. And there's a few different things that can happen in that process. It's not as straightforward as just rolling the dice here. But let's say, so you roll these dice, and then this is the 2 movement values that you have access to. So you must always move a hair with a die if you can. You never move the turtle directly. You only move the turtle by landing on one of these spaces. So let's say this player, it's green's turn, and they're gonna move this 1 space. That's gonna move their tortoise 1 space here. And then they have the 5, which they can use to move any of their other hairs that are on the board. And let's say they choose to move one of these ones. So this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That moves their turtle another space. And so on and so forth. So there's a few different restrictions around movement. If there's a space that already contains 3 pieces, if it creates a wall and you can't move it. By the way, these pieces are normally on these spaces. I just have them off to the side to show you how the game works. So yeah, so there's walls that can get created. You can only land on a space with your opponent's pieces if the piece is by itself. So for example, I could not land this piece in this space, but I could land it here. And if I do that, I actually kick that hair out and they go back to that player's supply, which can be good and bad because at the beginning of the game, you know, like having less hairs on the board gives you less opportunities to move your turtle. But later in the game, you want to actually get all these hairs off the board anyways. So that's kind of like something to kind of tinker around with. And then the hair bonus space allows you to add an extra hair. So if you land one of your hairs here by itself, then you would get to take one of your hairs from the supply and add it there, which can be useful as well, but you don't want to add too many hairs to the game. Otherwise, you will potentially like have more work to do near the end of the game. Because when you're already in this position where we have our turtles over in the corners here, then it's a matter of rolling the dice to try to get the right values to land all of your hairs, to get all of your hairs onto this space. And the hairs will just kind of keep going around in a circle until the turtle is there. Once the turtle is on the right spot, then now this hair that's over here, once it gets around again, it's not going to go past this space. It's going to, as soon as it reaches this turtle space, it's going to be out. And for that, you don't have to move the hair an exact number of spaces. You can kind of just get it out, but like as long as it reaches this space. And that's kind of it. Once you've got all of your hairs onto your turtle space, after the turtle's already on it, then you win the game, provided that you get there before your opponent does. And that is how you play Haring Around.